Live from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center and from public television stations across the country, this is American Graduate Day, a special broadcast focused on the high school dropout crisis, the solutions in action, and how you too can help make a difference. Now, Need to Know co-host Maria Hinojosa.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here with you on a beautiful Saturday. And you know what? Thank you so much for joining us. This is public media at its absolute best, taking on a challenge led by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, all of us saying getting our young people to graduate matters. So thank you for spending a part of your Saturday with us. It's really great to have you. We're going to be talking about something called the achievement gap and what one organization thinks they can do to deal with the achievement gap. It's an organization by the name of Horizons National. Now, the reason why they think that they can help deal with this achievement gap might be a little bit surprising. And also, the voice you're about to hear in our little clip might surprise you as well. Take a look.
Let's look at two children, one from a middle-income family, the other from one of the millions of low-income American families. As the two kids head off to kindergarten, look what happens. The middle-income child starts out with a 6-month lead. The low-income child is already falling behind because of a lack of access to early reading and preschool education. During their year in kindergarten, in the same school and classroom, the two children will learn at about the same rate, so we'll move them both forward 9 months. But look what happens in that first summer between kindergarten and first grade. Our middle-income child moves ahead about a month in reading because learning of one kind or another continues over the summer. The low-income child falls back about 2 months. So when school begins again, when they go back for first grade, the gap between them has already widened. During first grade, again, they move ahead at about the same rate, another 9 months. That next summer, the activities and lifestyle of the middle-income family keep that child moving forward, but the low-income child has fewer opportunities to reinforce good habits like reading, and that child falls farther behind. Then we come to second grade, and again, our two children learn at the same rate. But the summer after second grade sets our low-income child back again, and our middle-income child moves forward again, and the gap widens again. By just the third grade, the two children are already far apart. By the end of fifth grade, the gap between the children is 2.5 to 3 years. It will keep growing through middle school. So you see, without addressing what's happening during the summer, it is impossible to ever catch up. It's impossible to close the gap. No matter how much high-quality learning goes on from September to June, every year the gap widens.
We're here now with an incredible group of people. Anchor and managing editor of the NBC Nightly News, Brian Williams. You probably recognize that voice. And Horizons National Board Chair, Jane Williams. And Horizons National Board of Directors member and program alum, Joe Chan. Welcome to all of you. So, Brian, any issue, poverty, war, violence against women, why did you say preventing dropout and education, promoting education, is the one that you wanted to be involved with?
Well, first of all, it helps to be married to the National Board Chair. But second, this is something all people should know about and be energized about. The phrase summer slide should be in our lexicon. This is fixable. Summer is just a part of our year. For too long, culturally, we've treated it as a kind of letdown, as dictated by the calendar. You know, I'm one of those middle-income kids, the product of two college graduates. While I dropped out of college myself, at least I was raised in a household. We didn't have instruction or anything close to it during the summer, but it's that cultural background. It's your surroundings. And we've now proven it can be made up for, and that can be done by the good folks at Horizon.
So, Jane, how did you get turned on to this issue of understanding what happens in those summer months could be so crucial to perhaps preventing dropouts?
Well, first of all, Maria, thank you for doing this. My mom was a teacher. She happened to be a teacher at the school where the first Horizons program started back in the 60s.
And that was in Connecticut, right?
Absolutely. It was for Stamford and Norwalk kids in Connecticut. And so what we've realized now is the way to address this problem is really to figure out what works and do more of it. So we have 26 programs now around the country. And the achievement gap, summer plays a huge role in that, and both of these things are enormous factors in the dropout crisis. So if you find a program that works, what we do is we reinforce reading and math in the summer, but we also teach kids to swim, and they have opportunities to go on field trips. It's a fabulous summer experience, and it works. They go back to school in better shape than they were when they left. No summer slide. In fact, they're ahead by 2 to 3 months.
So, Joe, you were part of the program. When somebody said to you, you know what, you should think about doing a summer program because that's going to help you later in life as a student, did you say, well, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. We're supposed to be on vacation during the summer. What was your reaction?
You know, my mom had to make a very hard sell when I was a 5th grader that I would have to go to camp but also go to class. I think what made Horizons very unique was that it really made learning accessible. I remember one of my first learning experiences at Horizons was an Uno tournament with the Uno cards, the math game. I didn't even realize I was learning. It was so engaging. I got to call my instructors by their first names. It was not what I expected, but you know, it turned out to be a great experience that really molded my life in so many ways.
When Brian talks about the kind of cultural experience surrounding, let's say, a kid from the middle class of New Jersey versus another kid in another neighborhood where there isn't kind of a support structure, can something like Horizons really make a difference?
Absolutely. I think, you know, in addition to kind of the academic value of the program and the pure added value that it delivers, it also teaches kids a sense of possibility. As a Horizons student in Connecticut from Norwalk, you know, I get to go see the tap dance kid on Broadway. I got to learn to swim at private pools of, you know, New Canaan residents. It really just taught me that there was a much bigger world out there and that there was much more possible than, you know, I realized the day before.
All right, well, let's see a Horizons program in action. Take a look.
Look at these green and orange tomatoes.
A quiet hand from Hermione. Justin.
You could put 10 and 20.
Horizons at St. Philip's Academy is a tuition-free 6-week academic enrichment program for public school students who qualify under federal free and reduced lunch guidelines.
I think they can try that on their own.
The program is meant to lessen the summer learning loss and achievement gap between low-income students and their more affluent peers.
Everybody group all the ones together and then do the tens together.
Malachi's been happy. This is his 2nd year, and he always enjoys coming.
St. Philip's Academy has always been about opportunity, and the Horizons program allows us to widen that opportunity to many more children.
St. Philip's Academy is fully committed to funding the program 100% through gifts and grants. Therefore, we do not require the parents to pay any tuition or fees. Summer enrichment is so important for low-income students because the achievement gap and summer learning loss going into kindergarten is already 6 months and will grow to almost 3 years at 5th grade if they're not provided with enriching activities over the summer. It also provides a safe and nurturing environment providing those activities during the summer months where students would otherwise be on the streets or in front of TV.
The kinds of improvements seen from the beginning of our Horizon Summer program through the end are astonishing. Students show growth academically and socially as they spend the 6 weeks collaborating on a STEM project, which reinforces the skills for that grade level using science, technology, engineering, and math, as well as exposure to other high academic subjects in reading, art, and music.
Maybe like a Venus flytrap?
We have also built in an activity that builds confidence, which is swimming.
It's more structured here. That's what I see. I see real education going on. I see, you know, real learning going on. I must say I've been blessed to have this program for the past 2 years. I really have.
Now joining us is Sandler Francois and his son Jaden, who's a student in the Horizons program at Brooklyn Friends Schools. So, Jaden, let's start with you. Best part about Horizons would be what?
My best part of Horizons is reading and math.
What about the swimming? Did you like the swimming?
Yes.
Yeah, what'd you like the swimming about? What was good about it?
What was good about swimming is you get to swim. You get to learn how to swim and jump from the diving board, and and when you know how to swim, you know how to swim inside a pool.
All right. So, Sandler, when you hear your son talking this way about a program that kept him busy over the summer, and you're thinking, my God, here's my son saying he loves, summertime reading, math, and swimming.
Right.
Must make you feel great.
Absolutely. The impact is tremendous, to say the least, because what has happened is Verizon has done a great job in bridging the gap between the wonderful work that his public school, 307, is doing, the great work my wonderful wifey Ty and I are doing at home, and they've done something where they've coupled a learning environment where it's secure and comfortable, along with the proper tools, that has turned Jaden into something, I'll put it in a nutshell, he dubs himself the scientist now.
Oh,
as an outcome of Horizon.
I love that. Brian, when you hear that, what goes on for you?
This is a ticket to ride. This is exactly what it's supposed to do. It's the most cost-effective, simple idea. It makes kids like Jaden, who now has a 98% success rate, to rocket right to college and pass all of us in life. This is the best idea ever hatched.
It's a pretty good-looking futuro, the future, if I do say so myself. Jane, so there are people out there who are saying, wow, I never thought about this achievement gap issue. I never thought about this summer. Maybe I want to do something like volunteer, or maybe I want to get my own child enrolled. What do they need to do?
Absolutely. If they want their child enrolled, or they want to volunteer, or support the program, or they know of a school or college or university that could host a program, 26 around the country and growing, please go to the website, horizonsnational.org. And Jaden, well done, man. You're a star.
You're a star. Well, thank you to all of you. This was really wonderful. As I said, it says something that all of you are here on a Saturday, a gorgeous day. Thank you so much for coming. And we're going to be hearing next from the NAACP, an organization looking to change the educational landscape through policy and its programs. Let's take a look at some of the work